And, like, you know, there's no smoking in a hospital. You're inside a hospital, man.
Hmm. Oh, hello. What's going on here?
I'm sorry, what?
Mm-hmm. It's Psychomantis.
I thought it was a combine.
That could also be it, yes.
That's Harry. Harry Stewart. One of the bigger problems around here. His father started up the lumber trade and founded this town. He's a weird one, as I'm sure you can see.
Really? What's weird about this scene?
Never speaking to the townsfolk. And just FYI, he owns almost the entire town. Not that that makes any difference. So long as I'm around, he won't be getting away with any funny business.
I don't think he's getting away with anything. He's sort of like possibly crippled.
Well, we don't know. He just seems to be getting wheeled around the place.
Mysterious capitalist.
Yes. With 2 valves in his neck, apparently.
You know,
Mr. Francis York Morgan.
Oh.
Haste won't lead you to what you seek. Keep your eyes focused on your footing as we speak. So says Mr. Stewart.
That is a... Yeah, I don't know what he expects the guy to be getting away with. He looks like he's like... Yeah, he needs... Like, it's not weird to have a creepy assistant. That's the guy that needs full-time assistants for basic functionality.
Mr. Francis York
You'd think so, yeah.
Information desires you, just as you desire information too. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, stop trying to get in our way. Keep this up, and even you'll have
What
to...
the hell is he doing? He's just, like, making weird statements. He's not stopping you from doing anything.
Mr. Stewart, can you please stop acting
Mr.
weird?
Francis York Morgan. With each rain, our town goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable. So sad. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning.
He's speaking in rhymes now.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10,
the
Paul...
sheriff doesn't like cripples.
He's
like,
actually
we don't like them types around here.
That's how he always is.
You know how cripples are. They always wear the skull heads and talk have really effeminate aids. It's really annoying.
I got a feeling like if he didn't like own the town, that sheriff might have attempted to run him out of town, failed, and probably just like kicked him into a pool drown.
Running him out of town by literally pushing him out of town bounds.
Well, it is like he fails to run him out of town and then just, you know, just kicks into a ditch or something.
Pretty much. But yes, very, very strange little exchange there. I wonder will that become more relevant as time goes on.
I am almost prepared to bet money that he will say about 12 or 16 things.
Yes.
2 of which might be relevant, and the rest are a combination of complete nonsense, red herrings, and
non sequiturs.
Non sequiturs. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong with that assessment. I haven't played in long enough to know if that's the case or not. But cookies, nice.
God damn, no cookies now. Yeah. Oh God, do you remember fucking Subway cookies?
Oh yeah.
It's like they were off, like they were good, kind of awful. But I haven't had them in so fucking long.
That's a good way, a good advert for Subway generally. It's a good kind of awful.
That's west from here.
Yeah.
Too far to walk. A forest park.
It's the pride of the town.
A park of forests?
A beautiful trail leading to a viewing site over Velvet Falls.
Oh, that does sound fantastic. Show me the sights.
That may have to wait. We promised to be there by 1800 to interview the first witnesses to the crime scene.
Wait.
So yeah.
Weren't the witnesses like scared children?
Well, some of them were, I believe. Yeah. I think we also might be interviewing the farmer, the actual granddad of the two.
Agent Morgan, If I could just give you a friendly warning.
Are you really upset about me taking over the case?
No. Shut up.
I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command.
So get
I
over
understand
yourself.
you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and you gain nothing by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality.
I'm a prick,
I
you
just
see.
do things my way. I can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop
No,
it,
no,
you
it's
two.
that, like,
We need to
that
solve this
sheriff
case,
just
not
strikes
bicker
me
among
as,
ourselves.
I'm the big bully of this town, and I don't like when other people are more
Dude, this-
important than me. That
Yes.
cripple, he's richer than me. I don't like him. This FBI is just way more better at everything to do with our jobs than me. I don't like him because of that.
I don't like him because he's
Anybody
got them.
being more powerful than me.
Yes.
You know, the kind of things you might expect of a petty town sheriff.
Well, again, that's what the that's exactly what York keeps talking to him about. He keeps calling him the monarch. He keeps calling him the king because, like, he's a king of his castle. Like, it's a personality type, you know. Which is kind of like I know he's kind of like really generalizing there, but he's kind of got a point. Like, he is like a cliche type of sheriff, like small town sheriff, where like nothing bad has happened. What are you talking about? And that type of deal. And suddenly, when there's like one murder that's very, very unusual, you know, he kind of wants to scoop on that. He wants to see what's going on. And then suddenly, this prick from out of town just pops up and wants the and wants the whole thing. So his nose is naturally at a joint.
See, I don't think he wants that. I don't think he wants the murder happening at all. Because it's changing the status quo, and the status quo is probably something that he very much wants.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good point as well. Yeah, that's a very fair point. Yeah. So this is me actually trying to figure out where to go.
Yeah, fair enough then. So yeah. So he is in fact like the local bully that became the sheriff.
Pretty much. Somebody
he wouldn't have to like grow up emotionally.
He wouldn't have to mature as a man. He could just stay as an asshole for years.
As a petty, childish asshole.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why, but it just occurred to me now that the sheriff looks a lot like Ricky Gervais if he was wearing like a handlebar mustache. I don't know if you're getting that as well, but it just struck me right now. That's what he looks like.
You see, you can think that. All I'm thinking is like, how recklessly can you drive with two police officers in this vehicle?
Well, I'm actually going as fast as I possibly can there. Like it stops me. It keeps me at 50, and yeah, the engine is not having a good time with that. You can hear it going, nah. Help.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what happens if you deliberately like try to do head-on collisions with cars.
To my knowledge, I think you may either get fined or the car takes damage. Maybe perhaps both. Like, to be fair, the driving is that placid, you'd be doing really well to crash the car. I know, famous last words when we actually do play it ourselves in person, but
I hope you bought all the unlocks you want to get before that happens.
Just Paul's going, right, buy your shit, I'm driving this into the ravine.
And I'm taking as many of these, I'm taking this asshole with me. You hear that, Sheriff? You're breaking my fall on our trip to hell.
Again, not in fairness, lads, we've got form. We did literally start this game with like crashing our own car. So it checks out.
You're already violating traffic laws. This was not a safe overtaking area.
Shut up, Paul. No one's listening. No one's paying attention. We're talking about the murder.
Not officially.
I suppose it's not legal if the police do it.
Yep.
Are you out of your mind?
That's a joke because it actually makes it should make it more illegal.
That's what they all think, Paul. That's what they all think.
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert, is it? our neighbors. Did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach? I thought you
That was an undertake as well. Look at that. Aren't we a bastard?
Oh, yeah.
We've got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary. I want to hear the details from the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
Remember, my investigation. You're here as supporting crew.
They may be traumatized.
Yep.
You'd better do this carefully.
Don't tell me you get nervous
Suddenly
talking to
trees.
children, Emily.
Not at all. That's not what
You're out on the fucking
What
curve.
do you mean?
Shut up.
Just forget it.
Saw nothing. Paul, didn't you listen? We have to get there by 1800. We've got 7 hours to get there, man.
We'll have to call in the helicopter. There's no other way.
I mean, my God, it's only 5 miles away. We're not going to make it in that time.
I mean, not the way you're driving.
Oh, fuck you. I mounted the curve. What more do you want from me?
For you to use the car to mount old ladies and
There
pedestrians.
are no old ladies. It doesn't render pedestrians.
in general, then.
Honestly, you are just so hard to please. It's almost as if you want me to be a homicidal maniac when I'm driving.
Yes.
Freak. Alright, so a left and a right.
I
There we
mean,
go.
yes. Are you familiar with the Paul of Cthulhu series, right?
Paul
That's
of... Is that like your podcast or something, is it?
sure. It's kind of my whole deal.
I like that. Good evening and welcome to the Paulcast. Thank you for listening to the Paulcast. We'll be seeing you again next week.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Although I do kind of like this drive around and get like there is some dialogue,
Yeah.
but it also gives them plenty of time to just chat and see just how far you can drive along the road whilst not looking at the road. Because apparently you can look right behind you.
Yes, exactly. No, again, it's kind of weird. Like, it's just weird gameplay where it's just like, it's like if someone's making the game as they would imagine it as a movie. You know, like you have like, well, here's a scene where they're investigating the crime scene, so here's gameplay to suit. Here's a scene where they're driving the car, talking about the pace. So okay, let's have some very basic but functional driving around fucking Toy Town gameplay.
Yeah.
You know, and then for the actual game part, if you insist, then we'll have the shooting sections.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we should cut the chit-chat and go get our official statements.
George is
You
right.
you haven't been
Let's head over
talking
to
at
the
all.
Yeah,
This is
it's a long drive, lads. Just saying.
also what the heck? Like, why were there no like construction warnings at the entrance of this tunnel? That's a lot of rubble to have in a tunnel.
That
also,
is, yeah.
How fucking high is the ceiling?
It's clearly an old like railway tunnel, so yeah, it's quite high. Although that could also be perspective playing a trick on us as well. Like I have noticed the car is quite low to the ground, like lower than it should be. So I think it's just the way the camera's placed where the car is.
But yeah, like anyone going up that hill that we just came down to go into that tunnel is not going to have a lot of time to see all the garbage that are just lying all over the fucking road in the tunnel.
No, it's a fair point.
And it's in a tunnel. Like, that is dangerous.
Yes.
This is coming from the man that wants to road pedestrians just to see what happens. I need to know, damn it.
I need to know for science.
Like, way back in PlayStation fucking 1 era, the die-hard video games, you could run over so many pedestrians, the windscreen became unviewable with the blood. Do you remember those
It
games?
says so much about your childhood and why you don't drive in real life.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking? Maybe we should cut the chit-chat and go get our official statements.
So why
George
did
is
you give me an
right.
option
Let's
then?
head over to Forest Park.
You ever play those games?
Die Hard, Jesus, no, I wouldn't
Yeah,
touch
like,
with a
like
badge.
it was like 3 games on one thing.
Oh.
First one was clear every floor of 100 floor tower,
Nice, Nagatama Tower.
rescuing hostages and fighting dudes.
Yeah.
Second one was driving around New York, Yeah, but
Checks
it's
it
a
out.
driving game where there was an awful lot of pedestrians in New York, and I completely forgot what the third one was.
So it was essentially just a game where you play through the 3 fun scenes from Die Hard, basically.
Well, the first one was you do level by level
Yeah.
of a 100-story building, rescuing hostages. Then everything was every 5 or 10 levels. You'd go right to the roof to escort the hostages to a helipad to get away.
Yeah.
It only took a few minutes per level, but there were 100 of them.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely fucking cleared it because of fucking course we do. You remember how often like you'd sit down and play the shit out of a game at that age?
When you had, in the time of your life where you had like literally too much time, and now you're an adult, you've got responsibilities and shit.
I don't even have responsibilities, but I just somehow don't even have that much
Is this
time.
government land?
No, it's private. Owned by Harry.
Oh, how convenient.
Whole area?
Beautiful.
That's right. I'm sure I mentioned that he owns pretty much the whole town.
He
Except
used
for
the
this
money
one
left by
tree.
his father to buy up most of the town. Many town residents live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that? This entire park. A rich man's personal playground. These country rich folk are amazing.
Did you say that out loud?
It all looks very
Yes.
well kept.
And now to the crime scene.
That's right. Here first, the player characters is Zach.
Hmm.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me. And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Jim Green. The perfect name for a Forest Park warden.
Well, you're doing a fine job.
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon.
Even better.
And these two discovered the body.
Yes, my grandchildren. Isaac.
They even
and
nod in
Isaac.
unison. How creepy is that?
Incredibly.
Yes. Not weird at all. Not
And they both
weird
found
at
they both
all.
found the body at the same time,
You see
where they
that?
are functionally the one entity.
Twins.
Mm.
Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
Zach, York, maybe
I'm
not
sorry.
like
We
mention
talk away
in
from the
public
boys.
that you were dreaming about 2
I
young
wanna help your
twins.
investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me.
Oh.
These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened to Al.
That doesn't matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold. Even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well.
I love as well that like Jim is like blocking them as if like York is threatening to
Are
shoot
you
them.
serious?
Yes.
I never joke about matters like this.
Smile.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright.
They're